What's up, heroes? My name is Sylarclone, and welcome back to Crystalline. As per usual, we're going to go back through the last episode and take a look at some of the extra dialogue options that we did not pick the last time. Now, I'm going to do something a little different this time. There have been a few occasions while we're doing these extras videos that I've actually chosen to select different options than what I did in my last episode. And I was wondering if you guys wanted to know when I do something like that. I'm going to give it a try for this episode. Let me know if you like it and want to see more of it in the comments down below, just because I might choose different ones if they have a better interaction, or I feel they might get me more points with Leanna, or just make me feel a little better at the very end, or if it was just a little bit funnier. So let me know what you like in the comments. Without further ado, though, let's get started at Leanna's estate. Last time we had selected, she's a princess, because we found this ginormous house. But there were a couple of different options that we did not pick. So starting off right ahead, Leanna! You didn't tell me you were a princess. Leanna flushes peony pink.
Because I'm not.
Well, I'm just gonna sweep you off your feet. I scoop her into my arms and carry her, princess style.
Hey!
Leanna throws her arms around my neck in surprise and holds on.
What are you doing?
You'll always be a princess in my eye.
Then I royally decree you to put me down.
Quickly, I set her back on her feet. She's not amused by any of this. Leanna sucks in a breath. It seems like all of our excitement has gotten her flustered.
Because I'm not.
I could get used to living like this, though. Even if you aren't a princess, you're definitely living the good life. Sign me up.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
But why? Are we not meant to be? Right. Ow! That one hurts the pride a lot. But after all this time, I thought she'd want to be with me forever.
Because I'm not.
Well, excuse me, princess. It sure looks like you are to me.
I don't live in a castle.
This isn't a castle? What? Okay, it's a mansion. Oh, sorry.
You guys are making a big deal over nothing.
Well, excuse me, princess. Ooh, someone's getting a little defensive. And yeah, she's getting a little defensive off of this. So is this really a castle, or is it just a mansion estate? Not 100% sure. Maybe they have a castle, and she's just not telling us.
It's nothing.
Nothing for you. You know what? It really isn't a big deal. You know, it's just a house. She lives here, so what if she has money? You know, everyone's got a house. It's what's on the inside that counts. It's just a house. The others turn to look at me. What the heck face is that? You've not made that face before. Kara squints.
Just a house?
Yes, just a house. I shrug. Yeah, I mean, a fancy house, but it's not like it's a castle or anything. Leanna turns even redder. Yeah, she's got a castle somewhere.
He's right. This is where I grew up. It's nothing special.
Kara chokes.
Are you two blind? This place is practically a palace.
I mean, she's not wrong. Leanna sucks in a breath. It seems like all of our excitement has gotten her flustered. You know what? I actually kind of like that option a little better, and it works out a little better with Leanna, in my opinion. If you agree with me, let me know down below. But it just seems like she's more than okay with me just kind of brushing this off as, this isn't a big deal. Don't worry about it. You don't see nothing. This is just where I grew up.
It's nothing.
Well then, is Mr. Darcy home on the estate? Should we be expecting Mr. Darcy? Leanna blinks.
Who?
Mr. Darcy. Darcy? Because my accent is terrible? Never mind. Not getting my pop culture references, Leanna. The butler, or Scrogens, as it were, bows at the waist.
Lady Leanna, how good to see you. Your father...
He trails off, eyeing her clothing.
My lady, what are you wearing?
Huh?
She glances down at her white armor. Horror flashes across her face and she squeaks.
Oh, this old thing?
It's a cosplay, that's what it is. See if she rolls with it or even knows what the hell I'm talking about. Lady Leanna loves cosplay. Scrogens blinks, noticing me for the first time. Sup, Scrogens? How you doing?
I beg your pardon?
You heard correctly. Cosplay. Like dressing up in costumes? Leanna nods hurriedly, just...
Yep, he's right. Made this armor myself.
The butler pauses. He squints at her, readjusting the spectacles on his nose.
I see. That costume is quite...
He struggles for the word.
authentic. I do wonder when you had taken up such a common hobby.
I don't think he's buying this for a moment. However, cosplays can be rather authentic. I've seen some pretty damn good cosplays out there. Leanna blushes. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if he believes us, but he definitely doesn't approve. He clears his throat.
As I was saying, my lady, your father is in an important meeting.
Just gonna brush me off as if I'm not even here? Leanna frowns. I guess he's just gonna brush me off as if I'm not even here and what I just said didn't really matter. Just right on through it. Good for you, Scrooges. Good for you.
Oh, this old thing?
It's a part of her job as a researcher. Yeah, she's a researcher. That's what she's told them. It's a new uniform for mage researchers. Scrogens frowns.
Sir, please forgive my impudence.
Don't give me that look.
However, I do recognize the uniform of a Mage-Knight when I see one. After all, we do have a Mage-Knight within the House of Dawn.
Oh, the House of Dawn, yes. His voice rings with pride. Oh, Scrogens, if you only knew. Leanna's face turns pink.
Pay him no mind, Scrogens. Now, where is my father?
Oh, okay, don't ignore me here. Ignore the tall man. Leanna adeptly avoids answering, the air of authority in her voice silencing Scrogens. He's unconvinced, but lets the subject drop. Well, she just kind of lays down the law right here. It's just like, okay, we're not talking about this any further. So that didn't help, and I don't think the cosplay did either. I think it's actually best just to leave silent and just be silent and let her figure it on out, because her place, she could probably dismiss him, obviously, at this point after seeing the other options. He knows, but I'm not sure what he thinks just yet. Be interesting to see how that plays out. All right, time to explore the town and see who we're going to hang out with and see how things go. We're actually going to do these a little out of order from the last time, just because I found that we get a couple of different interactions when we just start off with going with the other different characters. So we're going to start off right away. I should follow Zack, see what he's going to do at the inn. Zack, wait up! He pauses as I catch up, and we silently find the inn. No other way to find the inn but silently with Zack. And as we know, we're going to get some deep feels here, so we're going to skip right ahead to that part. Not much really changes by choosing to go with Zack right away, except you get the journey to the inn and the fact that it's silent. So you know what? Enough of his sadness. Let's drink. My buddy needs me, and we've got all day to burn. Let's do this. It sounds like you need a distraction. I order and chug my drink, and then slam the mug on the table, giving Zack a challenging look, so boom! Your turn. He understands the look completely, and downs his drink in one gulp. Another. He grins. I wave the server down. He brings us another round and leaves it on the table.
You ready?
I was born ready, Zack. I lift my drink and take a sniff. Whatever this is, it doesn't really smell like alcohol. It smells like a lazy summer day and something tangy, like oranges. Even though I'm a little uncertain, I grin back at him and nod. Where's my uncertainty coming from? Let's go. Zack slams his drink back. I quickly chug mine. The alcohol fizzes in my mouth and dazzles down my throat like a comet tail. Ha! No, it burns. Zack slams his mug down. Clearly, he has it too. I throw my head back. Ah, man. He won that time, but I'll get him for sure the second time. I quickly pour our drinks again, but once again, Zack beats me to it. The next round, I finally best him. We continue to down drink after drink. Sounds like a fun afternoon. My head feels happy and light. I'm riding a nice buzz right now. I slam down my mug. Ha! Take that! Zack giggles and shakes his head.
No way. I see some right there.
What are you talking about? My mug's empty. He points to the bottom of my glass. I squint at it. What are you talking about? It's all gone. Zack shakes his head again.
No way. My mercenary eyes do not lie.
Feeling a little good there, buddy? I turn the mug upside down and let the drips pour out. Your wrong eyes are wrong. He giggles again. Zack, I'm assuming here I'm going to be a little drunk too.
Yeah.
Real talk, okay?
Okay.
I know that things have been hard for you, and that sucks a lot. He nods.
A lot.
Yeah, but it's okay, because now you have us. Zack stares at me, his eyes focusing and unfocusing.
That's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
Please tell me he's not gonna cry. His eyes are all glittery and warm, and he's looking at me with a sensitive stare. Please tell me he's not gonna cry. Are you okay? He nods. Maybe we went a little too hard. I'll go get some waters. It might be time to sober up. I push myself to my feet and head over to the bar. When I return, I place the waters in front of us. Suddenly, Zack throws his arm around me.
I love you.
What's happening? What's happening? I have no idea what's happening, but you know what? It's guy love between two guys. Let's do this. I hug him back in the most brotherly fashion I can. I love you too, bro.
Oh no, you don't understand.
What? What's happening? What? He pulls away. His stare is intense and full of emotion.
I really love you.
What? Zack's face softens. He reaches up and strokes my hair. I jerk away. Hey!
I'm sorry, I just love your brown hair.
Thank you. I worked super hard on it today. I'm glad you noticed. Someone noticed! I squint at him. What? Zack tries to pet my head again, but I flinch away. His eyes fill with tears.
Your green eyes.
Not me anymore. I blink. These are not the words which describe me. And who do they describe? That's right. They describe Kara.
Your voluptuous breast.
Glad someone noticed I had a little work done. Drink your water. I shove the water into his hands, but he ignores it. Instead, he tries to hug me. I push him away. Zack! Water! Drink! Now! Tears slip down his face. Why are you crying? Dude! Why are you crying?
Whenever I try to hug you? Your chest? There's always so much distance between us.
Zack sniffles.
And yet it always feels so good.
She needs to be here for this. She won't believe me if I tell her. He goes to hug me again, but I duck out. Dude, I'm not Kara. He freezes, then squints at me.
What? What did you do with her?
Don't you threaten me. I didn't do nothing. It was me all along.
You scared her away. Come back.
He struggles to get to his feet. I think that maybe you should go lie down now.
But, Kara...
She's waiting for you in the bed. His spirits lift. Got him! I secure a room for Zack, then help him rise onto his feet, hoisting up most of his weight. We stumble up the stairs, and then I help open the door. Zack flops onto his bed and instantly dozes off. I gently close the door behind him. I think I'll continue wandering around the city. At least it'll help me burn off some of this alcohol and just kind of process everything that just happened. Dude, we bat for the same team. Why are you professing love to me? I don't know if you know this already, but I'm dating Leanna now.
Oh no, you don't understand.
Okay, he clearly thinks I'm Kara. He's really that drunk.
I love you.
Thanks! I think. Thanks?
Oh no, you don't understand.
No, I think at this point I understand. I fully understand here. I like this drinking option though with them and still going out with the bro hug. That one was fun. I like that. All right, let's go back and see what Kara's up to. Let's find Kara. Hey Kara, wait up. I catch up to Kara and we make our way to the marketplace together.
Boy.
And Pongo's with us. I glance down at my feet and see the Pongo smiling up at me. He hops up to my shoulder, hitching a ride as we walk, because he's too lazy to hop on his own. Once we reach the marketplace, we stop by the nearest stall. She holds up a nice shirt. The Pongo inspects it with her, and it seems like this is going to play out as normal, so on to the different options.
Hey, so you're a guy. What do you think Zack would want?
Socks? I think about my family's go-to present when we don't know what to get someone. Socks! Kara's eyes go flat.
Really? Socks?
What? That's what I always get for the holidays. Everyone needs warm toes. Kara laughs.
That's a terrible gift. Right, Pongo?
You just said he wasn't helping with anything, and now you want his opinion, and he's been agreeing with you all afternoon. The Pongo beams.
Boy.
He doesn't know what socks are. He doesn't have feet. Or does he have feet? And we just can't see them. That would be terrifying. Okay, yeah, he's agreeing with everything. Very good. Kara laughs and shakes her head. She taps her chin in thought.
Zack is really attached to his dischargers. So maybe...
So she eventually comes up with a gift on her own. She lights up.
Oh, I know!
Oh yeah, she knows. Well, leather comes in as many as 50 shades. Zack likes leather.
Yeah, but he already has a trench coat.
It's not the only leather thing he has.
Oh?
I would have assumed you'd seen it given how close you two are. Kara's eyes widen.
Oh my, he's shown you that too?
I'm confused now. Wait, what?
What?
I don't want to know. I was going to say he also has a leather belt.
That's funny. I was going to say the same thing.
Why don't I believe you?
And he knows how to use it.
Moving on. She winks. I understood what you meant by it. You don't need to wink at me. Shudder ripples through me. I understood you don't need to keep doing that. That's not something I want to imagine, but we know we imagined it anyways. Kara laughs at my discomfort. The Pongo looks back and forth between us, then grins.
Boy.
Kara taps her chin in thought, and then comes up with a gift anyways. Alright, let's go ahead and see Leanna then right away. I'd like to spend some more time with Leanna. I don't really feel like leaving the estate yet, because then I have to go back to town and find my way back, and it'll just get confusing. I get lost easy. You guys go on without me. I'm gonna go see if I can help out. Kara raises an eyebrow. Oh, give me that look. A smirk slides across her face. That look! Don't give me that look!
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That leaves me very little options.
Or rather, don't do anything I would do.
Must be more specific. She winks. A blush heats up my face, and I scramble back towards the mansion before she can tease me any further. That woman does like to tease me.
Scrogins would spend hours trying to find me. I got really good at hiding and was able to sneakily move to a new spot if I knew he was coming close.
Playful childhood, Leanna. What a rebel! Do my ears deceive me? Leanna used to break the rules instead of enforce them. She laughs and playfully nudges me.
You're overreacting. I'm pretty sure every kid was like that.
Not me. I was an angel. Speak for yourself. I was a perfect little angel. Leanna doubles over with laughter. Wow! Thanks!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but
Oh, you meant to laugh. Another giggle bursts out.
it's a bit hard to imagine.
She's not wrong. So what's the story behind this tree?
You're overreacting. I'm pretty sure every kid was like that.
Not me. I was worse. No way. I wasn't like that at all.
Oh?
I was so much worse. I was such a terror that I'm surprised my parents didn't try to sell me.
Maybe they did, and they just weren't successful.
Using the brain, that one. I laugh. That's rude, but possibly true. Very possibly true at that point.
Scrogins would spend hours trying to find me. I got really good at hiding and was able to sneakily move to a new spot if I knew he was coming close.
So we've gone through all of our What a Rebel options that we missed last time, but that's adorable Rebel Leanna hiding around, sneaking around through Scrogins, staring at him and just kind of, nope, I'm running away now. That's a cute, adorable thing. I imagine a young Leanna peeking behind one of the hedges and smile. I'm sure Scrogins didn't think so, but that is adorable. Leanna laughs.
I used to get into so much trouble when he'd eventually find me.
Oh, of course, because you just wasted his time. So what's the story behind this tree?
Scrogins would spend hours trying to find me. I got really good at hiding and was able to sneakily move to a new spot if I knew he was coming close.
Oh, poor Scrogins, you had to waste his time in looking for him? That makes me feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for poor Scrogins. He was just trying to do what butlers do, but instead, he had to babysit.
I actually do feel a bit bad about it now. I didn't always make it easy for him, but he's always been so kind to me. In some ways, he was more like a father to me than my father was.
That's a bomb that was just dropped. How so? She shrugs and falls quiet. I want to know now. I really want to know now. I'm actually going to keep with that option because I want to know. Screw the points. I just want to know.
But a lady embroiders. And so my mother insisted that I do so too.
So we let the frustrations out last time, but what if we try to relate and that sounds tough? Because there were no other options with the frustration, so that sounds tough. I understand how that can be difficult. She turns to me, her anger melting.
Did you go through that too?
Hey, I at least make her feel better. Not at all. My parents were very free-spirited. They believed that it was my life and that I should decide how to live my own life.
I envy you. I wish I could have had that option.
Well, you're living the life you want to live now, so I'd say you aren't doing too badly. She smiles.
You're right.
Of course I am. When have I been wrong? It seems like that actually might be a little bit better. We'll still check the other options, but as of right now, I like that a little bit more than the letting her frustrations out, because she seems to kind of think back and go, hey, you know what? Sure, I didn't like it growing up, but I'm free to do what I want now.
Did you go through that too?
Yeah, definitely. I went through that. I had to learn how to embroider. Yeah, my parents both had ideas of what they wanted me to be. They forced me to get good grades in school so I could get a respectable job with a high-paying salary. They never considered what I wanted and told me that they were doing this for my benefit. Leanna pats my arm sympathetically.
It's infuriating, isn't it? You love them and you don't want to hurt them, but at the same time, you resent their control.
Yes. I nod. Yeah. Well, that really didn't feel like it went anywhere. Not a bad option because you kind of definitely get her real feelings on the situation, but I don't think it gets us any more points with her. Like, sure, she can relate to it, and then she feels like she can relate to us, but it doesn't feel like it advances our relationship any further, though. I'm still liking the other option better.
Did you go through that too?
A little of both, actually. Not really. My parents were strict about some things, and no matter how I tried, they wouldn't budge on it. But in many ways, they let me decide what I wanted to learn and let me shape my own future. Leanna looks thoughtful.
That sounds like a good balance. I suppose my parents could have always been worse. They did still let me pursue some of my own interests, after all.
She's not wrong. You know what? Actually, this last option there seems to be the better of all of them. Sure, being able to relate to her works, but at the same point in time, and having her think back, I should say, works. But this also has her think back, but just kind of go, you know what? I think I might have had it bad, but I actually could have had it a lot worse, because I think we all kind of come to that point in realization eventually as well. So I think this is going to be our best option, and I'm going to keep it going forward.
But a lady embroiders, and so my mother insisted that I do so too.
I can't really relate on this one. That sucks. She nods. I would say I'm surprised, but at the same point in time, we stated the point. I have nothing more to say to this, and that sucks. That option is straight and to the point. The romantic picture in the garden has been painted. The mood is just right. We are alone. And even though everything's leaning in towards kissing the girl, we're going to go in and just say it's a fairy tale, because it is something fairy tale-esque, so I feel like I'm in a fairy tale here. My eyes are drawn to Leanna, and I can't look away. Everything about this place feels magical, picturesque. The tranquility of the garden envelops me. Beneath the waving branches of flowers, I see perfection. I pull Leanna into my arms. Her soft arms circle my back as she rests her head on my chest. And then, a faint voice. Someone calling. Scrogens is gonna ruin it for us. I'm keeping with the option to kiss the girl, though. That the mood is just way too perfect for it. And I feel she wants that too. She wanted me to go in, and it's just painted that way. You just can't ignore it. Let me know if you feel different in the comments down below, but that's what I'm going with. Alright, I knew I was going to have to come back and do the Amelia option anyway, so might as well just rip off this band-aid and give it a go here. Let's go find Amelia, a character book. I could help you find something that you might like.
That would be appreciated. What do you recommend?
But what about a pretty boy's one? See if she understands this. I don't really know what girls read. They like stuff about guys, right? I select a manga with a group of men on the cover. They seductively hold out a rose. maybe try this one.
What is interesting about this one?
It's got a bunch of hot guys on it. That's what girls like. I read a bit of the text. And vampires. Girls dig that too.
Is that so?
She's learning what girls like from me. Oh, this kid's gonna grow up to be so screwed up then. She looks thoughtful. Amy accepts my suggestion and approaches the salesman. You know what? She goes with it without arguing.
I would like to purchase this novel.
Can't say anything wrong with that, but okay.
That would be appreciated. What do you recommend?
I'm curious about this anything with robots option, though. There's a potential for them to reference Ace Academy, but I'm not 100% sure if they're going to, but anything with robots. I really like anything to do with robots. Let me see. I browse the books to see if anything catches my eye. This one seems pretty similar. Students go to an academy to study how to pilot and maintain mechanical units.
What are these units for?
It used to be for military use, but now it's for recreational sport and entertainment.
That could be enlightening.
It absolutely is. Amy accepts my suggestion to go read Ace Academy, because gears and more PixelFade is always a good thing. All right. I'm gonna rip off this Band-Aid and see why the hell this option is here. All right. What do you do? Scanning through the covers, I pick up a manga. There's a blushing girl on a sailboat. Her eyelids are heavy and she's wearing nothing but a beach towel. A strong-looking man sweeps her into his arms as tentacles reach up from the boat's sides. You should try this one. It's about, relationships. She cocks her head to the side.
Truly, it is fortunate you were here to assist me. I would have misinterpreted it as a warning of dangers of the ocean. However, if this is instead about relationships, then it means there is still much I do not understand. This character book will be very informative. It's
gonna make you ask even more questions. Guilt tugs at my heart. Oh, thank goodness they're putting this in here. Am I really okay with spoiling this young woman's innocence? And you make me choose? I have to choose whether to ruin this innocent, delicate flower or not? You know what? I'm in pretty deep, and I've dug this far down, so I might as well just keep on digging. She's gotta learn sometime. It's a cruel world out there, and she's going to find out sooner rather than later. Besides, she's old enough to make her own decisions. But how old is that? That is the million-dollar question. As I'm about to let her purchase this book, I think about the reactions the rest of my friends would have towards me, and my face pales. Actually, let's find something better to read. This one looks pretty boring. Amy's about to protest, but I put the book back and keep searching. Well, that just happened. You let us dig and let us dig, just to kind of go, nope, instant fills the ground. Didn't just happen. Just a time skip. Okay, that was fun. Well, what happens if I decide not to ruin this delicate flower, though? Actually, maybe this isn't the best choice. She cocks her head to the side.
Why not?
I think I was wrong, and it actually is about a warning on the dangers of the seas. Amy looks disappointed and puts the volume back.
I see. What else would you recommend then?
Whew, just puts it back without a fight. Just kind of, that's not interesting. I just don't care anymore, so I put this back. And I'm just going to keep with our magical girls option, just because it works best, or... You know what? I'll stay with our Ace Academy option. Because you know what? Nothing wrong with Ace Academy.
Are you also purchasing a character book?
I've been doing a lot of digging today, so I may as well just continue digging and just buy the damn hentai book. A grin sprawls across my face, and we wonder why the Pongo got shot down. If we ever wonder where the Pongo learned these things, it's from the MC. Of course I am. I find the hentai book and purchase it. The salesman places it into a bag for me.
Ah, a man of refined taste. Thank you for your purchase.
That was weird. That makes me very uncomfortable, but it's funny. Absolutely funny. And you know what? If that wasn't in there, it would make that interaction just fall flat. Well done.
Thank you for helping me choose the perfect fictional narrative.
You're welcome. That was worth it. Just for that option, that was worth it. I'm not keeping it, though.
Are you also purchasing a character book?
You know what? Not at this time. I think we're good. I shake my head. I think I'm okay. I've had enough with this character book stand. I'm still going to have purchased a book. Not the book we just went through, though. The other one.
I wonder what Leanna's family is like.
Zack shrugs.
I am most curious to meet them as well.
You know what? I have a feeling they're probably a little more traditional-minded based on what we've heard from Leanna. I think they have a more traditional look on life.
Oh yeah? What makes you say that?
Just a hunch. Some insider knowledge. Or, her family probably could be a little uptight. Nah, people who live in giant houses are always more uptight and snobby. Otherwise, why do their houses need to be so big? So they can rub their wealth in your face. The rest of the team stare at me.
You, speaking from experience there?
No. No. Not at all. Not at all. However, we met Amelia's parents. They weren't anything like her, so speculating is pointless. We're just going to have to wait and find out, because that's just around the corner. Well, we'll find out in a minute when we get there. Kara pouts.
You're no fun.
Oh, of course I am. I am the most fun. I shrug. I still think that them being the more traditional-minded actually probably works out a little better for us and is probably the better option that I'm going to end up switching to rather than saying they're nice, because that kind of puts that we have this insider knowledge with Leanna, and I'm sure that works well with the team too. And that will bring us to the end of all the extra dialogue options that we did not go over in the last episode. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the extra options. Next time, we're going to just go on ahead and have dinner with Leanna's parents and see what they're like and how that goes. But, as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to let me know by hitting the like button down below or leaving a comment, because it really does help me out. And if you want to help out any further, unleash your power by hitting the subscribe button down below today as well if you're new or have not done so already. And I will see all you heroes in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.